Once again, this is your brother. Another beautiful day. Indescribable 1981. I was talking with an old buddy yesterday, and he told me an amazing story about his life. Man, the man actually could write a book. That bitch ran through the stop sign. An old lady, she ran through the stop sign, kept sliding. Indescribable 1981. See how distractions pop up like that? I always deal with them. But overcome them quickly. You feel me? That's the point. You get distracted, try to bounce back fast. So me and my friend was talking yesterday, and he's homeless on the streets, but he's a good hustler, and he's in tune with his spirit, And I met him. He was a cool dude, and since I've been knowing him, and he was telling me that his mama was saying that Christ is a gentleman. Christ was a gentleman. He was still a warrior with that soldier spirit, but he was a gentleman. And he was saying how his mother. He was saying how his I guess his father was with another woman before he met his mother, and he had children. His father left the other mother and the children to be with his mother, right? So once he came to be with his mother and took on his siblings and stuff like that, he was saying something about his stepfather came in and took care of the ex-wife of his real father. And somehow, some way, how he told me, somehow, some way he caught up later on in life with the ex-wife that his father was with before his father got with his mother. And the ex-wife somehow knows about him, and to this day she still sends him money. Like, it's almost like people get in a relationship and they have children, and then they swap families and take care of the families that done been swapped. And then later on, as the families and the children get older, the ones that were swapped, some of the parents still connect with the other across town. It's hard to explain, indescribable. And somehow, some way, it's just amazing how things play out. Basically, a lot of people out here don't like to deal with single mothers. Single fathers usually take care of their business and have children, and they okay. We still struggle though, but a lot of people don't like to deal with single mothers. But you have men that will scoop up and take on single mothers like my cousin, and the children finally know him, and he was allowed to chastise them and discipline them, and they respect him now. Only to later on in life realize that you're still doing God's work when you out here helping out as a step parent, because these children need some type of guidance, even though somebody made them and brought them here just out the blue, out of lust, or just having sex, and then here brought babies, and then they not here to complete the process. So, him telling me that yesterday, it just helped me to realize, he said his mama say Christ was a gentleman. A gentleman really gonna help and take care of a woman and make her feel like a woman. Even if you have to take on being a step parent. This not looked upon as a good thing nowadays, because the world with all this separation and stuff, with a man and woman supposed to work side by side regardless. Neither one of them should be lazy regardless. You know what I mean? When y'all both stroking it and getting it, who on top, who the lazy one, who gonna hit it from the back, who the one gonna be putting in all the work, It shouldn't have to get to that. It should play out itself as a moment of truth. Well, however the process come along when y'all make these children, we in these bodies, we know how we bring children into this world. Not through no sperm bank and no test tube, but we got to use our bodies, our vessels. So I just thought it was interesting, man, how some things can crisscross, flip-flop all upside down, inside out, and still everything connected together in life. If you didn't have a father in your life to teach you things, Usually you have an uncle or a stepfather or some type of older male in your neighborhood that's, somewhat like of a source of wisdom for you. Because a lot of people don't realize you can't just see a person's life and tell them how to live it and stuff because it don't look a certain type of way. And you going off of what you done learned from dumbass people online. When in reality, any child come on earth, there should be some type of way for that child to be cared for. It's more than enough resources. You just got people limiting things, limiting the parents, and then the children are limited. And now the children can't even experience earth like heaven because they limited through some dumbass parents who brought them here to suffer low life mentalities like there's not enough abundance on earth to bring children. I'm gonna tell you something I read years ago, and this was when I was Jehovah's Witness and I was reading a Watchtower volume we had at the time when I was Jehovah's Witness. I'll never forget this Watchtower volume, but if I quote it right, it said that the earth is big enough. This was probably back in the early 2000s. I read that the earth is big enough to feed 537 billion people. And we got what? 6 or 7 billion people on earth right now? So that's 530 billion plus more people that the earth big enough to feed, and it's not enough resources. I read this. We got 6 to 7 billion people on earth, but the earth is big enough to feed 537 billion. That's way more than enough. So what's going on? This is why the righteous have to take over the earth, because somebody restricting it, and everything's still interconnected. I don't care what you say or what you do. Everything on the earth still got to work with each other. If it's separation and this and that, then it's almost like we destroying the earth once again, and it's finna get rebirthed into a new earth, and some people ain't gonna be able to be here when that happens. So I love y'all. I had to drop a video this morning. Y'all enjoy y'all Friday. I don't care what holiday it is. Just enjoy your day. Make it a great day. Speak things out of faith. And take your time. You ain't gotta rush. There's too much energy on earth, and Holy Spirit is flowing throughout the earth right about now. Holy Spirit is flowing. So people are waking up. People are picking up on the Spirit and a lot of the changes, and it's good to just be in tune with these changes. Don't fight them. Because if you fight these changes, you're really fighting yourself. These things here to help you right about now. Because as far as we done came in this negative world and society and this matrix, something that's a little piece of heaven is better than a day full of hell where you probably never know what heaven would be like if it wasn't a little piece of heaven. We all get a little piece of heaven throughout our day. It's really how we think and perceive things. You know what I mean? True enough, we face reality and stuff. But really how we face and perceive things is the most important thing, because you need some type of comfort, self-comfort. And remember, Christ sent back the Holy Spirit to his disciples when he left as the comforter. I love y'all.